Hi everybody, Justin here with you at the Pioneer Student Union on Alfred State's School of Applied Technology campus in Wellsville. Today we're going to be learning about our Building Trades Department. The Building Trades Department is home to numerous majors as well as multiple hands-on learning job sites. Some of these job sites are actually located off campus nearby here in Wellsville. Department Chair Jack Jones is going to provide us with information about these majors as well as show us some of the job sites. So let's take a short walk over to the Workforce Development Center and get started.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Workforce Development Center and the Building Trades Department. The Building Trades Department houses 4 majors. Our majors are building construction, masonry, heavy equipment operations, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Our students work on a variety of projects and we do a tremendous amount of hands-on learning. Our typical day for a student might be to come in and do a couple hours of lecture in the morning and then move into a lab environment. Our labs might be something like this, an indoor shop area where there are students working on a project. It might be off campus, might be working with a nonprofit organization like Habitat for Humanity or a local church or a municipality. We also build houses in our own housing development. So we like to focus on real world projects so that students can get an experience that they actually are used to doing in the real environment and building in an area or a project that is actually meaningful and will have some use in the long run.
So you mentioned 4 different majors. Are these majors all 2-year programs?
Great question. So yes, they are 2-year programs, but there's some really cool options. So for instance, building construction and masonry, they share the first year. So a student can come in as a building construction major and they might take a couple of masonry courses, which is normal for all our students, and they might realize, hey, I have a real gift for this, or I really enjoy this, working with my hands in this way. Those students are free to change their major throughout their first year with no penalty whatsoever. Another option is they can come back for a 3rd year and get both degrees in 3 years, 2 degrees in 3 years. Furthermore, any student in this department is eligible for a 2+2 program. And a 2+2 program just means that they're going to do some additional work after they graduate our program, and they'll be in a program for a bachelor's degree. And those options range. We've got a technology management major that is actually kind of a business degree. We've got a construction supervision degree rather, which is like a construction management degree or similar to a construction management degree. And then we've got some other options for like independent studies or individualized studies. Those degrees can also be finished up online. So really cool options, and it really opens a whole new world of opportunities for those students. And you don't need to declare that right away. You can come in and get started, and by the time you get ready to graduate, if you decide you want to make a 2+2 as part of your educational plan, you can do that. You can add it right then. Or you can declare it early and start taking some extra courses, gen ed courses that go toward that 2+2 program right off the bat, starting your 2nd semester.
That sounds great. What are the typical class sizes for lab and classrooms with each of these majors? I know this is a big department, are there a lot of students in each of the classes?
We try to limit our class size to around 20. Occasionally that might wander up to 21 or 22. In special circumstances, our programs do tend to fill up, so we do reach that level occasionally, but we prefer around 18 to 20 students per classroom.
What about the tool requirement for the programs within building trades?
Yes, so our students are required to buy their own tools, and depending on the program, that's going to vary as far as cost. The toolkits or the tool lists are available online. If you do a web search on our website. And you can get an idea of what the tool requirements would be for a specific program. Just as an example, this would be a fairly complete kit for a building construction student. So this isn't the complete kit, but something like this would be what would be available or what would be necessary for each student. Now, we do have tool vendors that work with students. We don't endorse any one tool vendor, but those are available through our website, through orientation, some through the bookstore, and you can connect with them and they'll bring your tools right to campus on the first day of classes.
So the tool vendors will make this a little bit of an easier process if I'm struggling with getting the tool list together.
They will, and some of those students, or some of those tool vendors, have made arrangements so that they can take alternative forms of payment. And students are also free to bring tools that they already have, or go out and source their own tools from Amazon.com or Home Depot or any place they choose.
Perfect. Do I need to bring my tools every single day, or are they housed here on campus throughout the semester?
We do have tool lockups for some programs, and other programs we have a shop that will lock up all student tools together in each class. Those students are required to make sure that their tools are secured individually. So we do make sure that students understand the requirement to lock their tools and to keep track of them. They do need to be available every day, but there is space on campus to take care of those and to store those.
So the students will be working on some of their lab projects here at the Workforce Development Center?
They will. Actually, this Workforce Development Center is a great area for projects. We've got the shipping container house here behind us. That's one of our projects that we're working on this year. We've actually built a few houses in here, and modular houses. The building itself has even been a project that students have worked on quite a bit. It's a great commercial lab. Our faculty offices are here for the entire department, and we use this area for a lot of our indoor projects. So walk this way and I'll show you around the shop a little bit and tell you a little bit about the building. This is our freshman wood shop, and our freshmen have a couple of wood fabrication courses where they spend time in here learning hand tools and also how to use the equipment properly and safely. Behind me is an area that's still being retrofitted for our senior cabinet shop, which our building construction students will work in to build the cabinets for the houses in the development. And we like to use this area when the weather's not so great and we can get inside for a while, and also to work on trim projects and things like that for the houses. So anytime we need indoor space, this is where we go. Oftentimes you'll see freshmen working in one side, seniors working in the other, or even two freshman courses working at the same time. And even some of the other majors come over here and use this space because it is such a really good and flexible space for us.
Great. Are these some of the projects behind us here?
They are. So these are a couple of the freshman projects. The Adirondack chair and the sawhorse are two of their power tool projects. And again, everything goes kind of in increments. So we start off with hand tools and then move to a little bit more complex stuff until they get to a level where they can do interior trim and cabinet making.
Great.
Over here we got some space that we use for projects where we need inside space out of the weather for the house. Here, these are the doors that are going up on house 56 actually. So as I said before, really great flexible space and awesome area for students to really get some interior lab stuff done. Here we are in the HVAC Lab, where our HVAC students learn to apply the theory they're learning in the classroom. And these students learn everything from plumbing in their first semester all the way up through to forced air heating and air conditioning systems and radiant and refrigeration systems. So As the students develop their skills, we hope to give them a nice rounded education so that they can enter the field in any direction that they want. Here we are in the Masonry Lab, where students take what they learn in the classroom and start to apply it. This is our practice area, where students use materials in things like arches and fireplaces. Our students are doing anything from block work to brickwork, all the way to craft stonework. And they'll start off practicing in here, and then they'll take their skills and move out into the field where they work on the houses at the development, do community projects. Last year they did a great sign for the community of Wellsville, a welcome sign. And these skills lead to jobs in commercial construction and residential construction, landscaping, union and non-union alike. So, our heavy equipment operations program is really unique. Students get the opportunity to operate 40 to 50 different pieces of equipment from old to new alike. Some of the equipment here is just a sample of what students will get in the seat and pull levers on. The neat thing about this program is it's not all just operating equipment. Students will also learn the technology side and the theory side of heavy equipment operations. So they're going to learn surveying, they're going to learn blueprint reading, they're going to learn soils and soil types, and also regulations that they have to be concerned with when it comes to operating equipment. So these students are getting jobs in the fields of pipelining, in fields of residential and commercial construction, and also a lot of students get on with New York State DOT and local municipalities. Our building construction program is the most diverse and broadest of all four of our programs. These students learn basic construction principles from the ground up of an entire house, including the project planning, design, estimating, CAD, and construction. So these students get an opportunity to explore their gifts and determine which direction they want to take their career. They have the option to go into commercial construction, residential construction, union and non-union, sales, or supply chain. It really is a unique program that encompasses the entire construction process. So here we are where it all comes together. The housing development is where students from all the building trades majors come to work together on bigger projects. So by bigger projects, we mean actually building houses. These houses get built by students 100% from the ground up. As you can see, our heavy equipment students dig the foundations and do all the dirt work. After they get the excavation done for the foundation, our masonry students will come in and lay up the foundation. After that, building construction students frame the house, insulate, do the exterior finishes. Plumbing and HVAC students come in and do the mechanicals for the houses. So as we go through these projects, these students get to learn together and work with one another, just as the trades would out in the industry. So there you have it. The Building Trades Department is ready to train the next generation of construction professionals. If you're interested in a career such as this, get a hold of our admissions department right away, or you can get a hold of me directly. My information's on the website.